I'm not the tallest man in the world. I'm far from the smartest man in the world. I'm not the most athletic man in the world. But you know what I am? A Walmart shopper. For a long time, I've always sung the praises of Walmart. If you tallied up every store I've ever visited, Walmart would be number one by an overwhelmingly large margin. I've spent more time at Walmart than I have in my own house, probably. Everything I've ever needed or wanted, I'd always immediately resort to Walmart to find it. It was like this repository of everything humanity's ever created for a really good price. I'd get things from Yu-Gi-Oh cards to groceries to a little freeze beam wart remover, which never got cold enough to actually freeze off the wart. It was like putting an ice cube on the wart, so it never actually solved any problems, but I didn't blame Walmart for it. They just put it on the shelves and I was the stupid idiot that trusted it would work. That's not on them, that's on me. The point I'm making is I've always been a loyal Walmart enthusiast. I've always felt a special bond between myself and that location. So you can imagine my sense of betrayal when I learn that right now they're peddling bootleg versions of my merch. A dagger to my heart to see my beloved Walmart housing such evilness. Now, of course, this isn't a serious situation by any means. It's pretty goofy. I just wanted to talk about it a bit because I found it pretty interesting. I'm not surprised that knockoff versions of YouTuber merch exist. That's been something that's been around since the dawn of time on like Etsy, Redbubble, AliExpress, like every single site where you can pretty much upload whatever you want. But what was surprising is that it was on Walmart because for me, I thought there was like a vetting protocol for Walmart because you always hear about how like big it is when something gets into a Walmart, like the process of getting there. Like when pink sauce ended up on the Walmart shelves, that had me and everyone else going, "Goodness gracious, how is such a thing possible?" And then they always talk about like the year-long battle with Walmart to convince them to put it in the stores and shit like that. So I've just always had this impression that getting into Walmart is no easy task at all with a lot of hurdles you have to overcome. But then my very understanding of how it works was shaken when I saw that bootleg moist merch is already there. Now, I don't think it's in physical locations or anything like that. I haven't seen any physical evidence that it exists there. I think it's only on their website, which I guess is a whole different kind of beast that I was just blind to. Ignorance is bliss, and I was living in a fantasy world where the Walmart website was just an extension of the Walmart store catalog. But I guess that's not the case. It seems like you can go on there and pretty much put up anything for sale, no matter what or who you are. I guess all you have to do is click a captcha saying I'm not a robot, and then you can immediately start selling shit through Walmart. I really don't understand exactly how it works, but I just want to show you what's going on at the moment. Also, one thing I've learned from all this is that since all of it's on Walmart's website, and that's such a powerhouse of a company, it's actually the first thing that comes up when you search for my merch. Google prioritizes the Walmart version over my official website, moistglobal.com. So when you look for like Moist Global merch, Moist Esports merch, Moist merch, whatever, the very first thing that comes up, like buy it now, is all of the Walmart knockoff versions of it. So I have to compete with the guy who's like hot pressing this in his fucking living room and using a Sharpie to write moist on some shit and claiming that it's mine. It's actually beating out my actual site because it's on Walmart. This is kind of interesting actually. Walmart is selling knockoff Moist Global merch. At least I think it's knockoff. I think it's third-party produced Moist Global merch. So that's on Walmart's site right now. So they've got a knockoff Moist hoodie and Moist Esports hoodie. I'm pretty sure they're not actually from us because there's a couple things that are way fucking off about it. For example, these are completely different and the coloration is also super washed out here. Same with this. So I'm assuming what they've done is they've taken the Moist Global designs and offloaded it to some complete podunk stinky facility to churn out like cardboard versions of it and sell for $30 on Walmart. The paperback goes hard, yeah. Moist paperback Eva C. Mark, well within her rights, Godspeed to her, as well as all of this Purina Moist and Meaty, Godspeed to them. But this asshole, hold on, what was it? What was his name again? It's one person doing it. The seller is literally just random characters. It's not even a real person's like brand or name, and it's only knockoff merch that they're selling through Walmart. Does anyone know how Walmart works? Can you just put anything up there? Just like this giant cum dumpster of whatever. Walmart online is like Amazon online. Okay. Best Buy used to have the same thing, marketplace like Amazon for lots of stuff not sold in stores. I thought you still had to be a verified seller to sell through Best Buy, for instance. Is that not the case for Walmart? You can just fire this shit up as Bubba Long Johnson and just put up anything? Thanks to the resub Hunter and Ostiago. That's news to me. I thought you still had to be a verified seller. So this actually comes up when you look for Moist Esports or Moist Global merch. Well, the Walmart SEO on, yeah, that's what it is, right? SEO on Google is so high. I guess if they have any kind of product related to what you're searching, it'll be on top. That's a little unfortunate then if it's actually above our actual site. No, this isn't a resell, it's a knockoff. So it's not the same thing. Plus, another thing, all of ours has little water droplets in the back. Every single one of them. It's part of the brand. So it's just the cheapest thing they could make and then slap on something comparable. I also imagine this will feel like sandpaper on your skin. It'll be like a little acid touching you. So the Walmart results show up first before Moist Global for everyone. You're first on Bing. I can't believe Bing even still functions. That's news to me. Who's surprised it's Walmart? Well, I'm surprised because I thought you had to be a verified seller to sell through their site. That's all. That's why it caught me off guard. I didn't know you could sell bootleg merch, which is the whole brand here, or the whole account here. It's a random assortment of characters that just sells knockoff merch. So, for example, Takeoff Migos merch airplane hoodies, Juice World, Tyler the Creator, Aaron Carter, Harry Styles, even Cyberpunk Edgerunner. They took all of that. So I'm guessing this is probably a small company that has some access to a facility where they can just print on demand and bootleg knock off all of this, like all of these brands and people. Oh, I'm sure there's ways of reporting it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's like hopeless. Like, holy fuck, we're finished. We're gonna be run out of business by SLZZBBB44451. Fucking Star Wars droid. Like, I'm sure you can probably have, like, some kind of form to submit that they have to take the shit down. I'm just saying that this was a pretty shocking thing to learn.